More on the latest trends in the global tech industry. I'm joined by Kitty Fok. She's the managing director of IDC China. Kitty, thanks for joining us. Good to have you. Let's get straight into it. Apple is getting ready to launch its newest iPhone, reportedly the 6S. Perhaps there may be some other announcements at the event tomorrow. Kitty, what are your expectations?
Well, I think for the iPhone 6S, we are only expecting this, basically it's a feature enhancement. So probably a better chipset like A9 chipset and also a Force Touch display, meaning that moving forward, it gives you another way to tell the phone how to use by how hard you touch the screen. So it actually makes it more personalized now.
Well, other than the Force Touch, which I can see could be a little problematic, depending on how you swipe it, there isn't really that much hype or excitement over the iPhone 6S. And other than that feature, the odds are that it will look radically different from the more recent models. Well, they're practically slim to none. Kitty, do you think we have peaked in terms of smartphones and new mind-blowing advances?
Well, there are actually still many things that innovation we can put in the phone, much better screen in terms of resolutions, bendable, security features, like much better CPU processor speed, and also battery. There's still many things that we can put in the phone. I haven't even touched about virtual reality yet, though.
Virtual reality, you see that going into phones?
Oh yes, because I think there's many companies working into it, and think about it, like phone in the future, it's more than a phone. It can be like one of the entertainment systems. So it's something that a lot of the different companies are working on it.
Well, that sounds very exciting. When do you think that may come to market?
Well, probably it may be like a year or two from now.
Well, in the meantime, Apple and Samsung are the top two smartphone makers. 7 out of the top 10 smartphone makers actually come from China. Huawei is in third place, and it's trying to catch up. It's gaining ground. Huawei, though, wants to change its image of just being a budget handset maker to being seen as more high-end by selling higher-end models with higher price tags. Can it conquer the higher-end market?
Well, I think one of the advantages that Huawei can bring into the market is that they actually own their own silicons. They can actually modify their modem. The latest model, the Mate series, actually have been proven that have very good quality, especially like taking care of the limitation in the emerging market. Think about it in China, the connectivity is actually not as good. And Huawei managed to actually tune their chipsets to optimize the connectivity in China. So there will be a lot of different innovation that the Chinese company are actually putting in place. And keep in mind, though, there is a limitation in emerging markets, especially China, India, which is different from US, that this Chinese company can actually come across and then help the local user.
I want to focus on the IFO Tech and Electronics show. That's where Huawei launched its new phone, the Mate S. That show is wrapping up tomorrow in Berlin. What is the most innovative thing to come out of there? Are there any game changers?
Well, I think it's really to improve the whole user experience. It is faster, it's more secure, more it gives more closer to human user experience. That is all the company is trying to do, especially for Huawei.
But beyond that, in terms of appliances and electronics and new technology, what caught your eye coming out of the IFA Tech Show in Berlin? Anything that you thought was a new frontier in innovation?
Well, anything that, moving forward, what is really important to the user is that anything relate to entertainment, it gives you much better experience in terms of entertainment. It can be games, it can be watching video, anything about 3D, virtual realities, I have mentioned already. And, all this and anything about health and sport, that's really catch users' eye, and anything related to education. So that's all the 3 dimensions or 3 areas the company are working on.